Today I'm going to be giving you a closer look at this super slim and portable external DVD CD drive. And this is a 3.0 and it's from GHB. So here it is right here. It's obviously portable, very thin and sleek design. So for me, I've been wanting an external CD DVD drive for most of the computers in my house. My personal computer, I will move my thing down here. You can see that I've got just a little nook. That's all it is to my computer, and there's no CD drives or DVD drives, no way to put anything like that on there. But I do have a convenient USB that I can just plug this straight into. So this is great for my personal use on this computer. As far as even these days, we're just not using CD and DVD drives that much because most of our music and things like that is all digital, and we're just not using CDs and DVDs as much as we used to. We like to just have digital formatting with all of our movies and music and things like that. So when it comes to having a DVD CD drive in there on our computer upstairs that my husband built, he just took that out and was using that space for extra storage, which is great, except for the occasions that you have a CD that you want to take that music and put onto your computer, or you've got a physical DVD or something that you want to put on there, or you want to burn a DVD. So it is nice to have something external that you can just plug in and use when you need it, but it's a drive that's super, super tiny, and it's not something that has to take up space within your computer casing itself. So this is nice to have. That's why I was looking for something like this. So let me go over some of the details for you. So it's super simple. You don't have to put anything on your computer. You just plug this USB right in to your computer. So for me with my Nook, I've got a USB right here. I just plug it straight in. And then it just comes up as a as a CD-ROM drive. So you just go into my computer and be able to find it in there and use it for whatever you'd like. So it is USB 3.0, so it's faster than 2.0, which is really nice and convenient, but it's also backwards compatible, so you can also use this with 2.0 if you do not have 3.0. So that's always nice. It's definitely lightweight and portable. As you can see, it's super thin, it's super small, it's just basically the size of like a CD case. So definitely portable and small. Right here is where you insert your DVD or CD, and as you can see, all it is just this box with your cable and the slit right here. So there's no eject button on this, so you physically have to go in through your computer and right click in order to eject a CD or a DVD. So you do have to have it plugged in to get that out of there. It would be kind of convenient if it had just an eject button on here. This one doesn't. It's just super thin and sleek. So for me, I would definitely prefer an eject button, but it's just not offered on this one. So some other cons to this one for me personally, I really like it. It gets the job done. It's exactly what I wanted and needed, right? Because I'm able to do anything that I would want to. We'll play CDs and DVDs on your computer. You can burn files. You can install software. So if you've got some kind of software that you want to put on your computer and you have the exact physical software, you can put that on there. You're able to burn DVDs. Anything that you'd want a CD or DVD drive, this can do. So that's definitely great. However, it is a little bit flimsy. If you can see me pushing on this a little bit on the top there, it's just kind of flexible, and so that makes me think if you were to travel with this one, or you're carrying it around to be portable and things like that, you want to be careful about weighted things or anything pushing down on there. You don't want it to break or get damaged. I can't see like any super troubles, but as you can see, it just has a little bit of give there, that it looks a little bit flimsy. So if you're traveling with it, that's one thing to be aware of. Also, another con for me, which is definitely a personal thing, is that this cable is not detachable. Okay, so the cable is just built in there, and it's not one that you can plug in and remove. So that's not a bad thing per se. So it's convenient. The cable's just plugged in. It's a small little cable. The problem is that if you wanted to use a larger cable, let's say that you were, for me, this is a great size to plug into my Nook and sit right here on my computer. I don't need a long cable. But we do have like our upstairs computer. We've got the computer tower sitting up on top of the desk. So for us to plug that in, it just kind of dangles off the side. So you can either sit it on top, or it just kind of, it doesn't have a long enough cord to reach in different places. So depending on your setup, that might be kind of inconvenient to have the short cord. Otherwise, it's super convenient because if you're plugging it into a laptop or something, it's nice to have the short cord. What I would like would be some cord options, maybe a detachable cord here that you can plug in other cord options as well. Also, the other problem with this being attached here is what happens to cords over time, especially when you're traveling with things, when it's a more portable thing. If this cord gets damaged or broken, then you know, your CD, DVD drive may have been fine. You may have had a lot more life on there, but without that cord, it's kind of useless for you. So for me personally, I would like a detachable cord on here. So if something should fail with the cord over time, you can replace it, use another one. You can put in another cord of whatever length you want. It's just a USB end cord here. So those are kind of my little pet peeves with it, things that I would like to see improved. If it had an eject button, it was a little bit more sturdy on top and had this cord. Besides that, there's really nothing to complain about. I've tested this on Windows and Mac, and it works great with both of those. You can check the compatibility on the product description for this, but those are things I've tested on. Definitely works with them, no problems. Let's see, if you are into aesthetics and how things look and things, as far as like the Mac silver color of the Mac, this matches it absolutely perfectly. So my husband's got a Mac laptop that it just looks great with, because it just sits right there next to it. It's the exact same color. It's stylish and sleek, looks like Mac design products. So that's something there. But otherwise, it's just a simple DVD CD drive. It's great for me because I prefer to have something external, because like I said, when you've got something like a Nook, or perhaps you've got a laptop that doesn't have a CD drive or DVD drive, because they, you know, with a lot of things, they're not building them in anymore. It's more of a smaller machine. It's still nice to have this because people are still using that form of media. So it works great. It gets the job done. I would like to see just a couple of updates or different options with this model, the eject button and the cord option. The good thing about this cord is, although I've been, you know, complaining about what possibly could go wrong, it is nice and thick and sturdy. And so I don't expect it to just break over time. Or, you know, simple use of this sitting on your desk, I don't think that it would really go bad if you're constantly throwing this into a computer bag with, say, you know, your laptop and other things and things like that. That's how I can imagine this going bad over time, getting bent, having things crushed up against it, just wrapping it around. So that's a concern there. So as far as those things, you know, those things might not be a problem to you. It depends on what you're planning to use this for. Most of the time, this is going to be sitting on my desk, and those issues won't be issues at all. And rather than use an eject button, I will just go and right click and eject my CD or DVD drive. So this has definitely been convenient and come in handy for all those things that I'm like, oh shoot, I can't put that CD in anywhere. Now I'm able to use the actual physical CDs and DVDs on my computer and burn DVDs through this, put music onto my iTunes, burn a CD, all of those things that is convenient to have a CD drive for, that I don't use too much, but suddenly when I need it, it is not convenient to not have it. So this external one is really great. It works just like it's supposed to, and that 3.0 USB does make it go faster, so I really appreciate that, but you can definitely use it with 2.0 as well. So that's been your closer look at this external DVD CD drive from GHB. It's definitely thin and sleek and lightweight. Great to travel with, super portable, simple little plug. It has a couple of cons, but definitely has a lot of pros as well. It's convenient, sleek design, tiny, lightweight, small. So all of those things that you want in a little external thing, and it's not taking up a whole lot of space sitting on your desk. So I like that. I've got enough things sitting on my desk. I don't need any more. So that's been your closer look at this.